Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, the High Guy Jacobs, and today we're taking a look at the Archipelago bracket breakdown. We have our bracket, we have our Legion, we can take a look at all that we have to offer, and then we'll take a look at everything else on the field. I won't go into who's pairing with who and who's going to ally with who in the long run. Let's just take a look at what this bracket's going to have to give us. Now, did we get placed appropriately, pardon me? Well, let's take a look here. We ranked 650th overall. And yet, we are in the absolute top of the bracket. Now, don't get me wrong, but it seems to me like we might not be in the right placement. I could be wrong, but it's just what it seems like. However, let's deep dive into who's on what, who's bringing what to the field, and jump into this Legion Showdown update, taking a look and speculating as much as we can on who we'll have to face up to. First off, let's take a look at Azure Legion, coming in at a total combined rating of 56 billion. Holy Sacra Inquisizione. Inquisizione. I can't even pronounce it. I'm just murdering it. So let's just stop, shall we? Talking about Holy from 152. Let's see. Heisenberg is the leader at 158 million. They've got 184, 183. Don Vitale, 182. So he's just under that 1-to-1. Gladiator. All red parts, or all red equipment. 180, a lot of small ones. Alright, so that's Holy. FiB, Forged in Blood is here again. I just had these guys to deal with. However, I've noticed they don't have the couple of big hitters. They are missing Zed, for example, or Z. Pardon me. And it looks like they're missing Z here. I think I heard he's playing with HNB for this event. But we still got Greaves on our side. We've got ABZ on our side. ABZ. Got some white parts sitting, which is going to look real nice. 219, 207. Fenkai's here. He's a good friend of mine. 202. These guys are typically always pretty low. In regards to actual players, they keep a nice low number, but very, very active FiB. So I'm looking forward to playing with these guys again. Next, we got DHMG, Dahan Minguk from 192. A whole bunch of stuff that I can't read. Let's see who we got. Sura King at 162 million, 814 million kills. Not bad numbers. Hanny Kang coming in at 362 million. That's nice. White parts, low kills though. Low kills, so I'm going to hope that he puts up today. Athena, 237, 259. Let's see what kind of kills. Decent kills, nice. Getting close to that 2-to-1 ratio. That's real nice. Lots of 200s coming out of this team. 190, low kills. Well, they're bringing big hitters out of their leadership team, so we're going to hope for a lot of activity from those guys. TTFF, 3 times Fate, coming out of 386 is next. Just under 200 million with 584 million out of Dorua. 242 out of Maxi. 309 million. It's looking pretty good. I like these parts too. Looking golden red. Very nice. Very nice. Aaron's up there. 233. This is going to be a good fight, I think, altogether. I think as long as we're active, I think this is going to be a good pairing. We've got us, obviously. We can talk about our participants here in a second. I'll show you our participants. Nandu, Aries, Father. We've got a visitor, Zod, coming in to help us out. Chad's here as always. lot of activity. Not as many big hitters, so you don't see us coming in with the two. Like, Chad is our biggest, but he does have a 6.9 chassis, 6.9 million chassis. So we're full of scrappy. Like, we're scrappy, like I said. Let's see who else we're dealing with here. And Luan out of 501 Asylum. Let's see what we got coming out of here. 192, 209, 202, 200. Free Khalil Mahmoud. It's going to come down to us being active, I think, is what it really tells us. Doesn't seem like everybody got banned. That's good. Well, that's Azure. Sorry. Let's go clockwise. Let's take a look at gold. Deus Ex Machina coming out of Region 8. I know some of these guys. I know Balerion. I know Lady Free Fatale. And I know AK Vigilante as well. So it's going to be a couple of big hitters out of there. Let's see, Reapers. I heard of these guys, I think. 196. He's pushing for that 2-to-1. Nothing crazy, though. Red part, anyways. 191. Looking better for parts. Almost got that full red. Let's see, we got HKZO out of 280. 216 coming out of Airplane. A billion kills. Got some white parts there. That'll be good. Low kills on Fisherman Liu. At least they got Airplane. Hopefully he'll be active. Typically, if these guys got a lot of kills, it does say that they are going to be active. So that's the whole goal. That's what we're hoping for. Names I can't pronounce, unfortunately. Decent kills. Looks good. A little bit balanced for my liking, though. Next, we're going to look at Vatos Locos. VL out of 405. 230, bringing 708 million kills. Decent out of their leadership. DJ Inca. Pushing that 2-to-1 ratio. Got some red parts there. Decent. 164. That's nice. Got a couple white parts there and some infantry out of Viloper. Or Valoper. He's getting close to that 100. He's getting close to that billion kills, too. Papi Chulo. That's Vatos Locos. Let's talk about Let's Play. I've played with these guys a couple of times now. These are unfortunately names I can't pronounce a lot of times. That's decent. 242 million, 556 million. So he's over that 2-to-1 ratio. That's beautiful. 268. Nice. Got some white parts coming there. Admiral Yi. Decent kills. So they got a couple of good hitters coming out of here. I heard Play is, Play's been kind of making their name for themselves. It's been nice to see. Real tight numbers. Real tight numbers. For active fighters. It'll be interesting to see him in the field. And then 42 World out of 670. Being led by Simba. 190 million, 339 mil kills. Not bad. So we're actively right where I am right now with this account. That's pretty good. He's over that 1-to-1 ratio. Looking for gold. An infantry main probably. 190, 190, 190. 200, 200. Let's see what we're looking over here. Nice. Billion kills. No white parts yet, but that's fine. A little bit more balanced than I'd like him to be. How old is that account? 151, so 2 years old. All right, well, that's gold. Decent hitters out of gold so far. Looks to be a decent pairing. Decent matchup anyways. Looking at Crimson, bringing in 56, combined 56.5 billion rating. Attack Dang out of 94. Whoops. I don't want to message the guy. I'm taking a look at stuff. Get out of here. Attack Dang. Let's see. 225, 205, 204. Nice kills. 2 to 1. Close to 2 to 1 anyway. $150s. Next, we're looking at Drunk Frog Nation, coming out of 112. Being led by Derby at 145 mil, 222 mil kills, kind of nice. A little bit lower here, though. No 190s or higher so far, just the highest at 177. We got 199 here in Yi Min. Again, nice and balanced. Infantry main. But balanced on parts. They got one swinger so far there. Nothing else. Drunk Frog Nation. So far, I haven't seen much coming out of Crimson. Let me just quickly double check here. 225. I mean, decent, but nothing special. Let's see Night and Shadow and see what we're working with. 175, 236. Decent kills. Decent kills. Still nothing super special. 200. Lights and Shadow coming out of 159. Now we got RVSS. Now I know these guys. Dawn of Ravens. I've played against these guys out of 203 a lot. And I got the Doctor. I've had to fight against Peony. I've fought these guys a lot. They're a pain in the ass. So this will be a big fight. The Doctor, Lord Wood, Peony, Chillman, Southern Justice, Stanlot. I know all these guys. It's going to be a good fight. I know them. They're pretty active and annoying, so it'll be fun to fight them again. Leading by the Doctor, Dawn of Ravens. That'll be a good fight. All right, Alexandria, show me what you got. 207, 272 blue. 272 seems to be the highest so far. 245. I mean, 272 is about the highest that he got coming out of that guy. He doesn't even have big kills, so... And he's quite balanced. And he's an older account. I'm not worried about that guy. Not a real concern of mine. I think our rallies will be better than him. Alexandria, 555. Alright, let's see what Spicy has. 205. 457. Hello. Hello, white parts. This guy will be a problem. Yeah, this guy will be a problem. Oof, oof. Hell! Bringing a big fighter, big hitter. This is what we call a sandbagger. This is a whale that should not be in Fearless, but is in Fearless. That's okay. It's only one of them that we'll have to worry about. The rest of them are nothing special. 182. Yeah, nothing too scary outside of that. We're due one big hitter, so one big fat man is enough. That's coming out of Crimson. Next, let's take a look at Jade Legion, see what we can fight with. Team BJR coming out of Region 76, being led by Beard Jolly Roger. I think I know this guy, actually. 200 million might. 1.3 almost million. 1.3 billion kills. That's a good number right there. That's a guy who likes to fight. Decent here, but obviously a rider main. Not too bad. Yeah, you can tell he's that rider main. He's got that Daryl already. Anastasia. 160s, 160s, 110s. Nothing else coming out of Team Bay JR. Let's try a Zeloid clan out of 109. 190. 196. 302. There we go, Itachi. Got some white parts coming out of Itachi. Nice kills, too. Yeah, that'll be good. This will be a good fight. Lots of bots. Lots of healers. 302, 206. Yeah, this will be good. So those will be some of the ones to watch out for. Next, we've got Kish 333, pardon me, out of 201. Being led by Kinesia. Pardon me. Kaisanaya. I just kill these names, man. I'm so good at it. Here we go. BBL, blah, 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 blah. It's 325 million. A couple white parts there as well. Repping that Michelle. Demons over here. This is one of the many demons that there are. Her body's 160, 161. That's not bad. Kish 333. Now, Rev 1 I've seen a lot of. I've actually heard a lot of. Played with them as well. We've got Rennie, Skyhand, Shadows. These guys are pretty good. They like to fight. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see these guys in action. Scorpion, Kratos, Locale. Lots of extras. Revolutionary, Rev 1 out of 214. Next, Republic of Warriors, ROW out of 256. King, 135 million. OC Driller, I think I've seen this guy before. That's a guy who's pushing for them white parts very nicely. Rider main, Republic of Warriors, very cool. Xena, Sasuke. Only one at 222, then we got Smoketown. I really only it's one. OC Driller is going to be a problem. Smoketown might be a problem. Lastly, trusting members, T-Map from 465. Now I've heard these guys are fighters. They're scrappy, so I'm excited. Pikachu's there, Raichu, 228. White parts, 206. Decent kills, 205. Decent kills. Seems to be some good fighters. So there's a couple of big hitters, mostly around the same might, all giving us about the same. It's actually, I'll be honest, it's actually not bad matchmaking at all. I think Archipelago Raid is probably the best matchmaking that you'll find. So this will be exciting. I can't kind of wait to get my get jumping in with these guys, getting to play with FiB. This time, not having to worry about fighting against them, but getting to fight with them is going to be a lot more enjoyable for us. So, but that's it for the breakdown, folks. That is it for everything I can teach you about what GrOP is going into in G25. Feel free to take a look and watch as we go. You can always take a look in the top, choose the bracket G25 and follow along as we go. Or you can wait for the other videos that I'll post in regards to the Archipelago. But I do hope that you enjoyed. If you like this breakdown the way that we do them, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. And also, if you can, go ahead and click that membership button. Become a member and click join today. IGG doesn't pay its developers or it doesn't pay its content creators anything. And YouTube doesn't pay very much. So anyway, you can help support the stream, support the channel. One of the best ways is just to click become a member. It's only $6.99 Canadian. And with the current exchange rate, that makes it really, really cheap for most Americans. So go ahead and click that join button and become a member today. Other than that, folks, love, peace, chicken grease, and until next time, stay lifted.